Good evening, everybody. I'd like to make a video about, well, this one's going to be one particular amendment in the Constitution and our Bill of Rights. Well, the first 10 are actually the Bill of Rights, and the rest are amendments that came along the way. Now, I'm not an expert, even though I tried to do studying over the last 20 to 30 years. I'm not a scholar. I'm just an amateur guy, trying to look up information. But, and I stayed away from politics for a little while because I wanted to really make YouTubes for my faith in the Bible and how I read the Bible word for word and what I believe are obvious things. Now, I understand that some parts, some people could try to make vague and pretend they're gray areas, but not. That's me swatting a fly. I don't know where he came from. Apparently, that fly is also interested in what I have to say. So, I stayed away for a little bit. Wasn't going to get really into politics or anything like that. And I'm not a Republican or a Democrat. I just vote whoever I believe is along what I believe, for a simple sentence. But years ago, I was going to make YouTube videos based on government conspiracies and not like the Alex Jones type of conspiracies, nothing like that, even though some of them are actually true. Sometimes people you don't want to hear the truth from, there's truth there. And sometimes there's things that are kind of a stretch. But a lot of my research I've done over 30 years, don't want to sound like one of them guys, those professors, I've been doing this for 30 years, I know more than you. It's just a lot of amateur work. It's a lot of just research, and it's a lot of research, I guess. That's all I can say. Going down rabbit trails, trying to find different information, and things you have to read between the line. But my father had introduced me to researching the truth, because the truth is definitely out there. It's some of it's hard, some of it's just in your face, and you just refuse to believe it. Not just you watching, but I meant you as a general. Some people just don't want the truth. They just don't want the truth. No matter if it is true, they just don't want it. It's just that simple. They'd rather live a lie, and not much you can do with that. You can keep on praying and hope that they see that there's a problem, but that's all you can do. But I want to talk about the 19th Amendment, because a lot of women, there's a lot of liberal women bashing Donald Trump, and that's their right, First Amendment right. But here's the thing: if I was to pick a side, and I based my decision on history, I would be a Republican. People are all big government and oil and money, blah, blah, blah. And by the way, that's on both sides. So I'll explain in another video how the only thing Democrats and Republicans can agree on, greed. They're both on the same page on that one. That's the only thing they can agree on. Greed and how to rip you off if they can, That's and we'll talk about income tax another time, excise tax and so forth. But I want to talk about the 19th Amendment. Women should love the Republican Party. It is because of the Republicans, documented fact. This isn't a piece by, I'm trying to think of more the conservative, with a Daily Mail, or I think that's who Ben Shapiro works for. It's another one out there, The Blaze, and like ultra-conservative places like that. No, this is from your government websites, your government archives. It's theirs. It's just there for public knowledge. A lot of people don't want to do the research. I don't know why. I guess they're afraid of the backlash. I can understand if why some people wouldn't want to do civil rights, which I will. But I'm going to concentrate again on 19th Amendment. We talk about the rights to vote. So thank you, Republicans of that time, for letting women vote. Because what's the old saying behind every man is, okay, I'm going to paraphrase, pretty awesome woman most of the time. I know I have one behind me, and I think it's great, fantastic. I thank the Lord every day. I'm very blessed to have her in my life. A woman who just follows the scripture, Amazing, just absolutely amazing. She's probably gonna watch this video, so maybe I'll get some brownie points. I'm just kidding, okay. But let's just dive right on into it. And some of these things that they vote on are the vast difference is amazing to me how they could be so different. But so when you're mad at the Republican Party as a woman, and you think the Democrats are so much better, here's the thing. Let's look at the history and how you get to vote and how we get to certain places. So I did a little quick rundown for some stats on this little whiteboard. By the way, this whiteboard, totally cool. Got dollar at the Dollar Tree. No, I'm not being paid by the Dollar Tree. I just think it's pretty cool. And we had a bunch of these for my little portable whiteboards. Or if I'm in the car somewhere and I just want to write this down. Or if I'm in my truck. Yeah, I get a little whiteboard. Okay, I went off the rails here. So let's, I'm going to slide my seat a little bit so I go over this. 19th Amendment. So the House of Representatives, okay? I know I get some numbers everywhere, but I'm going to read them all. The Democrats, 104 voted for it. That's good. And 70 against. Clearly bad. Now look at the Republicans. 200 of them voted for. Only 17 against. Now look at the number of that. 59% of the Democrats were for it. 40% against. 92% of Republicans were for women. They wanted them to vote. 8%, not so much. I mean, what are you going to do? You can't win them all, right? But look at that huge difference. That's amazing to me. And when you do the math, you wouldn't have thought, when the media, and even sometimes Fox, I ain't going to lie to you, but CNN, obviously, when they push this down your throat, the Facebooks and all of those guys, just they just tell you how much Democrats love women and Republicans hate them. Okay, I don't know how you can figure that one out. Goes to Senate, right? Democrats vote for it. 20 of them were for it, 17 against. Really? Republicans, 36 were for, 8 were against. I'll say really against the 8 too. So you have the Senate. 54% of the Democrats were for it. So that's good. It's over 50, right? 46% were against. Republicans, 82% were for women, 18% against. So I guess either way you look at it, both sides, these people, ignorant. Just the ones that are against, ignorant. Let's get that out of the way right now. So if you look as a whole, and you combine the House and the Senate together, 90% of the Republicans on board. 90%. And then 57% of the Democrats against. So, and that was me tossing that down. It wasn't out of anger, I was just tossing down. Although it annoys me that people think that Democrats somehow were so great when they were not. And it's just mind-boggling. But 19th Amendment, look it up. You can find this information. It's not that hard to find, honestly. It was harder, 10 years ago to find this information, but a lot of it is out there. And sometimes the government websites, when I first started, and this wasn't from that time, I've gone back and done it, but I remember at that time, I used to have a printer, and I would download these pages and pages of information, and each senator and each Congress, and I'd go and see which ones were millionaires and what side of the party they were on. By the way, again, when it comes to the greed and money part, they're pretty equal. Now, for you, the people, not equal. Not equal. Money, they both want it. But both of them have a different view of morals and at that point in time. And whether you like it or not, Republicans at that time, more often than not, were Christians, were church goers. Not a lot of Democrats were. Those who were Catholic. No, I'm not doing one of those Roman Catholic videos. I'm just saying, okay, there's some kind of tie-in. But the other ones were more of the, I guess you could say, Protestant variety of those I've seen. But thank you, Republican Party. As a guy, I'm thanking the Republican Party for giving the rights to women to vote. Good luck. Nice job. Thank you for watching this video, and there'll be more. You know there will be. God bless. Have a great night.